Prime Video's library is hiding some crazy sci-fi movies you've probably never even heard of. And no, I'm not talking about the same 5 or 6 films everyone keeps recommending. Today, I'm showing you 10 hidden sci-fi movies that deliver just as much suspense and fear as big blockbuster films. These stories included time-traveling cops, world-ending viruses, and terrifying creatures that hunt in the dark. One of these movies was so intense, I actually double-checked my front door before going to sleep. And whatever you do, don't miss number 1, because almost nobody is talking about it. So let's begin this mystery together. Imagine a world where humanity is fading away and robots are running society. But what happens when a machine breaks rules that were never meant to be changed? The world is no longer livable, and humans are confined inside protected cities. Robots operate under 2 strict rules. They can't harm humans, and they can't modify themselves. Everything changes when an insurance investigator takes on a case involving a robot that appears to be repairing itself. What he uncovers is a truth that could put the existence of humanity at risk. Are machines really starting to evolve on their own? Can humans maintain control over the machines they created, or are we about to lose to our own inventions? If you prefer thought-provoking sci-fi over pure action, this is a hidden gem worth watching. The film is called Automata, and it's available to stream on Amazon Prime Video. Imagine being stranded alone on a remote island far from the rest of the world. During the day, the silence feels calm and peaceful, but when night falls, that same darkness brings something far more terrifying: death. A weather observer arrives on a distant island to take over an isolated post. There, he meets a strange and unstable lighthouse keeper who's clearly hiding something. As soon as the sun goes down, horrifying creatures rise from the depths of the ocean and attack the island. At first, it feels like a simple fight to survive, but slowly, it becomes clear that the real enemy isn't the creatures. It's fear and madness growing inside the human mind. Can 2 men stand against creatures arriving in endless numbers? When the line between friend and enemy begins to disappear, who can you trust? If you enjoy movies that don't just rely on suspense but also mess with your head, this one is a must-watch. The film is called Cold Skin, and it's available to stream on Amazon Prime Video. A young girl escapes from a terrifying laboratory and hides her identity for years. But when she suddenly appears on television, hunters from her past track her down. What they don't realize is one thing has changed. They no longer know who the hunter is and who the prey is. Jaeyoon lives what seems like a normal life, but behind her memories lies a dark and violent secret. When the people who created her come to take her back, a brutal game begins, one no one could have imagined. The movie starts quietly, then slowly explodes into superpowers and destruction, reaching a point where there's no turning back. Is Jaeyoon truly an innocent girl, or the most dangerous weapon in the world? When she finally realizes her true powers, will anyone be able to stop her? If you enjoy Stranger Things-style superpowered action with mind-bending twists, this movie is made for you. The film is called The Witch Part 1: The Subversion, and it's available to stream on Amazon Prime Video. From a calm, flowing river, something suddenly emerges and unleashes death across an entire city. But this isn't just a story about a monster. It's about a broken family willing to face death itself to save their daughter. Toxic chemicals are dumped into a river in South Korea. Years later, a terrifying creature rises from the water. In broad daylight, it attacks civilians and kidnaps a young girl, dragging her away. When the government and the system completely fail, the girl's family makes a desperate choice. They decide to enter the monster's territory themselves. This film can make you laugh in one moment and send chills down your spine in the next. Can an ordinary family defeat a creature even the military couldn't stop? Will they bring their daughter back alive, or will this monster become a threat to all of humanity? If you enjoyed movies like Train to Busan or Parasite, don't miss this masterpiece. The film is called The Host, and it's available to stream on Amazon Prime Video. What if the strange things happening inside your home aren't caused by ghosts, but by something that doesn't belong to this world at all? This movie is more than enough to destroy your sleep at night. A normal family's life slowly turns into hell when disturbing and mysterious events begin inside their house. At first, everything feels small and easy to ignore, but gradually they realize they're being targeted. Something is watching their children in the dark. The suspense builds at a slow, creeping pace, making you feel the danger every moment, even when you can't see it. When the walls of your own home are no longer safe, how do you protect the people you love? Can this family fight an unknown force that's taking them down one by one? Or is it already too late? If you enjoy movies with endings that leave your mind numb and unsettled, this one is a must-watch. The film is called Dark Skies, and it's available to stream on Amazon Prime Video. Imagine opening your eyes inside an unknown underground bunker and being told that the outside world no longer exists. Would you trust the person who claims he saved your life? Or is the real danger standing right in front of you? After a car accident, Michelle wakes up trapped inside a concrete bunker. The man who brought her there insists the outside air is toxic and the world has been destroyed. Only 3 people live inside the bunker. There's no clear way out. But as time passes, Michelle starts to realize that the bunker's walls may be hiding a terrifying lie. Did something really attack the outside world, or is this all part of a disturbed man's trap? When there's no escape, how do you survive? This movie is a true masterclass in suspense and absolutely shouldn't be missed. The film is called 10 Cloverfield Lane, and it's available to stream on Amazon Prime Video. Imagine waking up from deep sleep aboard a massive spaceship, and not even remembering your own name. Everything around you is silent, the ship is slowly dying, and somewhere in the darkness, something is waiting for you to wake up. Two crew members realize their mission has completely failed and everyone else is gone. As they move deeper inside the ship, they discover something called pandorum, a psychological condition that drives humans into fear, madness, and extreme violence. Now, the danger isn't just outside the ship, it's inside their own minds. Are they truly alone in deep space, or is something following them in the shadows? Can they escape this dying ship before they completely lose their sanity? If you enjoy movies that scare you and make you think at the same time, this one is a must-watch. The film is called Pandorum, and it's available to stream on Amazon Prime Video. Imagine a world completely destroyed where instead of gasoline, people fight wars on bicycles. A future where blood is neon-colored and one lonely kid is about to become the strangest superhero the world has ever seen. A comic book-obsessed scavenger discovers a superpowered glove hidden inside the wreckage of an old ship. Inspired by his favorite hero, Turbo Kid, he decides to fight back against the enemies ruling the wasteland. The movie is packed with 80s music, over-the-top violence, and comic book-style action. But beneath all the chaos and bloodshed is a surprisingly sweet story about friendship and courage. Can a kid on a bicycle and his strange super glove stop the ruthless villain who controls the entire world? Can this DIY superhero bring hope back to a future that's already fallen apart? If you love explosive old-school action with pure retro vibes, this movie is a total roller coaster ride. The film is called Turbo Kid, and it's available to stream on Amazon Prime Video. A deadly fungal infection has turned most of humanity into savage hunters. But some children are different. Even though they're infected, they can still think, learn, and feel. Melanie is one of them. She's intelligent, kind, and compassionate, yet she also craves human flesh. When she travels through a destroyed world with the last remaining survivors, she's forced to make an impossible choice: save humanity or protect a new species just like herself. Can you trust a child whose nature is built to hunt? And when the world is on the edge of extinction, who is truly human? Those who will do anything to survive, or the child who knows how to love despite her hunger? If you love The Last of Us, this movie will touch your heart and shock you by the end. The film is called The Girl with All the Gifts, and it's available to stream on Amazon Prime Video. Imagine if going back in time and changing history was actually possible. People wouldn't treat it like science anymore, they'd use it as a weapon. But when time itself becomes a battlefield, who's responsible for protecting it? In this world, time travel is real, and people are rewriting the past to gain power. To stop this, a special police unit is created known as the Time Cops. Everything changes when one officer faces his biggest challenge yet: a corrupt politician manipulating time to secure his rise to power. But this fight isn't just about saving the world. It's about fixing the one moment that completely destroyed this cop's life. Can one man fight against the flow of time and change his fate? When your enemy can erase you in the past, how do you fight back? If you enjoy classic old-school action mixed with mind-bending time travel, this movie is a perfect pick. The film is called Time Cop, and it's available to stream on Amazon Prime Video.